Hello, Leo. Welcome back to the Souls and Stardust podcast channel. I'm Shannon, one half of the Souls and Stardust podcast endeavor. I'm going to be doing your love and relationship reading for September 2023. And whenever you watch or listen to this video, the energies will be relevant for you. It doesn't have to be, time is very fluid. It doesn't have to be September. But I'm reading for September. So those of you watching, I hope this is what September brings you. Okay, so I'm going to be using several different decks, and I'm just asking what Leo needs to know for September regarding love and relationships. And I always shuffle the deck until the cards pick themselves. That's just how I work. So what does Leo need to know for love and relationship for September? Here we go. Okay, Leo. No place like home. It's an interesting card to start. What does Leo need to know for September? Oh, okay. All right, we've got some energy there. We're going to see what these are. So it looks like some change is underway for you, Leo. And maybe you need to trust a little bit more. So we've got no place like home. We're going to start with that. No place like home. And then we've got unfinished symphony. So somebody's tying up some loose ends for sure. Higher power. That's about trust in yourself, in the universe to take care of you. And then chaos and conflict. So that's about change happening. Change in the wind. Change in the wind. No place like home. This is you being authentically you. Coming into yourself. At home in your skin. Feeling at home. Arriving at a place where you just fit. So remember, this is love and relationship. So think about this in terms of the energy within a partnership. Or a potential partnership if that's what you're hoping for. This is being comfortable in your own skin. That is the energy of like feeling home and safe and secure, a comfortable place where you're resting and creating, where you get to be you in all of your glory, all of your Leo glory. In relationship, this is like people, lovers, friends, companion animals even, that are in your home, that are in your life right now. And everybody is in sync, or it's going to feel that way. Like potentially you'll be meeting somebody that feels like home to you. Wow, what a wonderful feeling that would be. This is you being secure in the knowledge that all of that is reciprocated. So things feel good, or they will feel good. Whatever in relationship that's like coming up for you, it's going to feel very comfortable and like home for you. This is also emotional safety, comfort, feeling very familiar in the best way, not in a boring way. This is like everything that you would hope for to feel safe and secure and comfortable. So coming home to that, being at home in a relationship, no matter where you are, this is beautiful energy for a love reading, if you ask me. And then together, if you are together already, or if this person is coming in, together you actually amplify that. So anybody being around you is just going to feel very comfortable, very homey, very cozy, very safe. Like they're going to say, oh, what a wonderful couple. Oh, what a cute couple. They just seem so great together. That's the kind of energy that we've got going on here. So unfinished symphony, this is usually the energy of needing to take care of some more business before moving forward. This is incomplete lessons, lack of closure, a need to make amends. Think of this in terms of what you might be learning in this relationship, or how it contrasts with other relationships that you've had before. This is about moving forward, and if you're trying to move on from something, things that are left unsaid, and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in a previous relationship, if you're hoping for a new relationship, or maybe you're leaving one, you can, this is the closure that you need in your heart, right? This is those things left unsaid are bothering you, and you need to come to terms with that, and you need to do something about it so that you can close that door and move forward without looking back. So it's important for you to achieve this for yourself. You can write a letter and burn it. You can actually make a phone call. You can send a letter to somebody. You can actually have a conversation and just say, hey, we need to talk about some stuff. It'll lighten your heart. I also feel like this could be happening in relationship too. This person that does feel like home, there may be some things that that you've gone through that you haven't really fully addressed again to move beyond it, and perhaps it's causing a little bit of resentment or feelings of lack of trust or lack of safety in certain areas in the relationship. So keep that in mind, that that's a possibility as well. And it feels like that's true for a couple of you that are watching. This card is about creating peace of mind, though, for yourself especially, but for others who are involved as well. Needing to declare your feelings. This is speaking your truth, fully being authentic and how you're feeling, and saying, hey, this happened and this is how I feel about it, and I really need some closure before we can move forward. I really need to resolve this, and I hope that you feel better after we do this too. So be clear about what has been left unresolved and figure out how you can close the door to that so you can move forward fresh. The higher power card is always interesting to me. I feel like this is a very universe-oriented card or source-oriented card. In fact, it represents like the conscious contact we have with source and the presence of the divine within us and in our lives, and how closely connected we feel to that presence. And when it's in the protection position, in the reverse, right, this is about taking the time to examine what we've been giving our attention to in the back of our mind. So where's the energy leaking? What are we focusing our worry on, and instead of like giving it over to a higher power? So something I say that was taught to me a couple of years ago is, whenever I have like worry creeping in, it's me trying to control something, right? Or feeling like I don't have control, when really like I don't have control over anything. And so what I say then is, I am allowing my best and highest good to come to my body, to my mind, and to my spirit. And what that does is it takes me out of my worry and hands it over to source. Like, I fully trust that whatever comes to me is because that's what I need, and not because I think I need to control it, right? So I surrender that. This is, a nod to you, Leo, that perhaps you need to take stock of like the things that have been on your mind, the old resentments, old hurts, things that have been bothering you that are left unresolved. Like, those are sitting at the back of your brain and bothering you and preventing you from being able to move forward and fully manifest from a space of pure creativity and love, as opposed to the space of worry and resentment and that kind of stuff, like grief. So you want to make sure that you can come back into contact with the universe, source, a higher power, your higher self, and just let go of how you think it needs to look, and just say, hey, here's what I need help with. Show me the way through this. And this has a lot to do with like resolving that unfinished symphony here, resolving those things that have been really bothering you, and you don't know how to do it, but you need to just come back into contact with the divine so that you can be shown the way through this and shown the purpose for that challenge in the first place. I do feel like there's a fair amount of change that's happening for you, Leo, and it has to do with how you're viewing your relationship, or how you view like the new relationship that's coming in, how you would like things to be different for you than they have ever been before. And I think that that's a really good thing. You have an eye toward manifesting something that feels more authentic for you. So chaos and conflict in the upright, this is a card that's about disarray or being at cross purposes with one another. So like things are just not meshing. There's no harmony. It feels like polar opposites, right? And when it's in the protection position, this is a challenge for you to take a look at, when things aren't in order, when things do feel chaotic, you can recognize that it's an opportunity to restore order through negotiation. Like, oh my God, this is kind of crazy. Let's look at this and see what needs to happen. Because even though it seems like chaos, there is a kind of divine order. When things get shaken up, it puts us into this place of discomfort, and it requires us to adapt. And in that adaptation, we learn a lot about ourselves, and we usually end up evolving, growing through that, and realizing a lot about ourselves. So this is about a complete resorting of elements of a situation. I have a feeling a lot of what's going on here is like this person that you're with or that's coming in is showing you how to think about things in a very different way, and how to surrender control and let go, and not worry, how to give over your worries and let things unfold naturally. And this, even though it will feel chaotic to you, this is an opportunity for you to realize that when you set the intention for the best possible outcome or solution and for the highest good of everyone involved, like that's what's going to happen, because you're surrendering to it. You're allowing that to unfold. So even though things may feel a little bit stirred up and uncomfortable, this don't be afraid to like be in it and discover about yourself those things that are wanting to be seen right now, so that you can actually evolve into the next best version of you to show up in this relationship that you're in or what's coming up for you. This is about showing you exactly what you need in order to get to the next level in the map, right? So maybe this would be like your boss battle if you're a gamer. But it's showing you how things get to be renegotiated, and it's showing you how you get to adapt and evolve without having to like sacrifice your ideals or values, those things that are important to you. But it is showing you how to be flexible and understand how to voice what it is that you need, how to surrender to the process of being led through it. And that in the chaos, there's a lot of opportunity for like pure discovery of self in another, but mostly of yourself. Like relationships show us a lot about ourselves and who we are and what we want and what we need, and what we get to become as a process or as a result of that relationship. So that's what those cards say. And Leo, I'm gonna grab a couple from your girlfriend's No BS Love Oracle. I'm gonna see what Spirit has to say about the rest of this situation, Leo. Here we go, there's one. Okay, pause, take a step back, let the situation breathe. So this card is all about like, okay, chill the F out, breathe. Let's see how this goes. You don't have to have control of everything. You can just kind of observe and see what's gonna happen and feel all the feels that's in it. Just no forcing everything, okay? Have some patience. Everything is aligning in divine timing. So we're all pretty impatient when it comes to this kind of stuff. So Leo, I think your energy can be by nature a little bit impatient. So have some patience. Just take a breath. Let this situation not sort itself out, but just take a step back so you gain some perspective. Okay, one more. All right. Whatever this is, it's a love that defies explanation, and I think that that's a really beautiful thing. That's where the growth happens, when you can approach this from a place of love, always. Then that makes it a lot easier to move through any kind of hiccups in a relationship, or coming into a new relationship. It helps you see the person from a different perspective, as a partner, as opposed to, you know, a competitor or even like working against them. And we can do weird things when we're trying to protect ourselves. So I'm just using the Quickies deck for final clarification. What else does Leo need to know? Not yet. Okay. So same with take a step back. Let's pause. Let's be patient. So whatever it is, you're meant to just kind of wait, feel things out, gain perspective, understand more about yourself in this. Like, what is the situation teaching me about me? The door is wide open. There are lots of possibilities for you, Leo, in this relationship that you're in or what's coming in for you. You just have to be open to what that might look like, even though it feels like it might be chaotic right now. And you have to trust. You have to hook into your higher self and put your worries over to the divine. Like, hey, I don't know what to do here. I know this person feels like home. I don't necessarily want to lose this. I do need some help figuring out how to resolve some things. And it's really worrying me that it's going to affect everything, and it's kind of causing some chaos. And I really need to know what my right next steps are. There's lots of possibilities for this. Door is wide open. It just really depends on how you can let it to unfold naturally. All right, Leo, I'm going to pull a card for you. Affirmation, healing affirmation. I am exactly where I am meant to be. I love that, Leo. Happy September. I hope it's a great month for you. I hope that this resonates for you. You can always let us know in the comments. Share it with anybody you think who might need to hear it, who is also a Leo. All right, you take care, and we'll catch you very soon.